For the past couple of years, YouTube TV has been my number one pick for first-time streamers who want the best of cable at a lower price. But is YouTube TV still the best live TV service in 2022? Keep watching. And the answer is just not as simple as before, and that's because of changes that Hulu Live and DIRECTV Stream have made to their services. So today I've got 5 factors to help you choose from one of these services, and let's get started. First, cloud DVR storage, and up until recently, this was YouTube TV's secret weapon in the streaming TV wars. Unlimited cloud DVR storage, recording saved for up to 9 months. But Hulu Live recently announced it will match YouTube TV's DVR for all subscribers starting on April 13th, 2022. A major shift for Hulu Live, and here's why. Up until the change, it offered only 50 hours of cloud DVR storage with the base plan, and you had to upgrade to skip through the ads. Ouch. Meanwhile, though, DIRECTV Stream has also started offering unlimited cloud DVR storage, but there is some fine print involved, like making it available only if you sign up online. As of this recording, DIRECTV Stream allows you to save your recordings for only 90 days, but it has tested 9 months for some customers. It probably won't be long until it matches the other 2 services. Still, because of that fine print with DIRECTV Stream, the advantage here goes to YouTube TV and Hulu Live. Now let's move on. Number 2, I want to address the channel lineups and content, and we start with DIRECTV Stream because it is the only service of these 3 with the Bally Regional Sports Networks. Those RSNs are not in the base plan though, and when you compare the base plans for these 3 services, there are a lot more similarities than differences. But there are differences. A lot of people have requested that YouTube TV add A&E networks, so that includes A&E History and Lifetime. As of recording, they are not on the service. Hulu Live does have A&E networks, but not AMC networks, which YouTube TV has. Meanwhile, DIRECTV Stream carries channels from both of those content partners. One gap in DIRECTV Stream's base plan, NFL Network, included with the other 2. So you'll want to review the channel lineups before you sign up to confirm your must-have channels, including your locals. And you can do that by visiting the respective websites of these services directly. Links below. And while we're talking about content, I gotta mention that Hulu Live now includes the entire on-demand Disney bundle with the base plan. So that is Hulu Basic, Disney Plus, as well as ESPN Plus. More on that in the next section. And I think this is where we should talk about the pricing. That is number 3. Let's begin with YouTube TV. The base plan $65 a month at recording time, but that price has not moved since June 2020. So be mindful of the date this video was published. This information may change. At recording time, YouTube TV is offering $10 off a month for the first 3 months, a pretty typical offer for them. That is $55 a month, plus there is regularly a free trial, sometimes 2 weeks or more. Now in comparison, DIRECTV Stream and Hulu Live have recently increased their prices. Both start at $70 a month now, but DIRECTV Stream's cheapest plan with regional sports, well, that'll cost you $90 a month. And the fact that Hulu Live includes the on-demand Disney bundle, it does add value as long as you actually use it. Purchased separately, the Disney bundle is $14 a month, at least for now. YouTube TV's price advantage over these other services, it's minimal and it may not last long after I upload this video. But I will say that once YouTube TV does raise its prices, I think it really has to add some sort of a sweetener. The most obvious perk that YouTube TV could include is YouTube Premium, which provides an ad-free experience on regular YouTube as well as YouTube Music. Doing this would make YouTube TV unique again after the other services have now matched its unlimited DVR. The next section ties in with pricing. I'll cover it quickly before we get to user experience. Number 4 is multiple streams. And let me give credit to DIRECTV Stream. It now offers unlimited in-home streams, 3 on the go with all plans. YouTube TV limits you to 3 streams at a time and 2 with Hulu Live. Now both of these services do offer the option to get unlimited simultaneous streams, but it'll cost you more, and for most households, YouTube TV's 3 streams will do just fine. But if you live in a larger household with people streaming on separate devices all at once, you may prefer DIRECTV Stream since you know you get all the streams you need in the base plan. We're moving on to number 5 now, the user experience. And I might as well start with DIRECTV Stream again to make the point that it is probably the most cable-like of these 3 services. And specifically, the layout and functionality of the live TV guide that you see here. I personally like YouTube TV's navigation, but the live guide and library are undergoing changes in 2022 based on feedback from users. So if you're watching this video in the future, expect improvements over the current interface. Hulu Live is much different because it's part of the regular Hulu app. It wasn't designed to be just like cable, so the learning curve is a bit steeper. And finding your way around Hulu Live tends to take an extra click or two from my experience. You'll find more details on the user experience in my full reviews of these services, but to keep it simple, YouTube TV and DIRECTV Stream are the winners here. Hulu Live lags behind in several areas. Don't click away yet because I've got one more thing that may factor into your decision. And what I'm about to talk about here is why YouTube TV remains my number 1 pick for a premium live TV service. And this has to do with how companies treat their customers over time. Many cord cutters want to get away from companies like DIRECTV, so they may eliminate DIRECTV Stream from consideration right off the bat. And the service has not been consistent with its streaming product over the years. Hulu Live has provided a pretty good service, but it has been hard to avoid the upselling in the past. That is changing to a degree with the free unlimited DVR being added. For a while, this may be a great service to test out instead of YouTube TV, but Hulu Live is known for regular annual price hikes, so let's see how long the current pricing and offering lasts. YouTube TV, just like the others, has raised its prices since launch. But for the past 2 years, the price has remained steady, and they've gone to battle with content providers to keep it that way, something that shows me that they get it. Now, unless you want regional sports networks, most people are going to narrow it down to YouTube TV and Hulu Live, and both of them may be worth trying out for a month before you pick a favorite. But as I've put together this video, I must acknowledge that all 3 services have priced themselves too high for many cord cutters, and some may rather sign up for Sling TV and hook up an indoor antenna. Big savings there. I rotate all of these services to update my reviews for you, but if I had to choose just one, at this point it would still be YouTube TV. Of course, I'll let you know if that changes. And information in this video is always subject to change. Find updated comparisons of the major live TV services on michaelsaves.com, and I've left another video for you to check out right here. See you there.